Hi, I am going to go over some things regarding IWS's IAM users. I'm just going to do a quick little video, and then it's actually going to take you to another YouTube link if that's something you want to look at a little bit more. So what IAM is IAM stands for Identity Access Management, and it is part of the Security, Identity, and Compliance group within AWS Console or an AWS environment. You can see in this grouping under Security, Identity, and Compliance. It's something I recently visited. Once you start using AWS Console, it has a section for your recently visited services. And if it's something you can't find, and because there is a lot of services within AWS, then you can just search for whatever it is you're looking for. Who creates IAM users and groups? This is a little snippet from the AWS documentation. IAM users and groups can only be created through the AWS account root access. So whenever you first create an AWS environment for your particular organization, or if you're just doing, to learn how to utilize the resource, that you are now the root user. You have control over anything and everything, creating users, creating groups, it all. Once you start adding people to your organization or to whatever it is that you're doing, then you're creating users and groups because you want to operate under the privilege of least access, which is basically only give people access for what they need and not to give them over access. More information can be found at that particular link right there. That's where I got that snippet from. Why create IAM users is to allow users access they need for the job. And like I said earlier, to prevent unauthorized users from accessing certain areas of the AWS account, which is the concept of the principle of the least privilege. And then there's a snippet right there. The advantage of having individual IAM users is that you can assign permissions individually to each user. So whether it be administrative, developer, finance, human resources, they all have their particular niche where they need access to and things that they don't need access to. Finance doesn't need to have access to developer. Developer doesn't need access to finances or HR. So you give the people access to what they need and not to other things. And then here's the link for more information on that. Questions? If you have any questions, feel free to email me at that particular email address right there. I'm starting to use that instead of the other email I've been using just to separate it and make sure I don't overlook anything. There on the next slide, there is a YouTube video. It's about 7 minutes long that goes through the process from start to end. And please watch it and let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to text me at that number right there. So that would start the video. I'm not going to play it. If you want to watch it, spend another 7 minutes watching it, you can go to the link that is in there. And then, if you want to contact me on Twitter or my LinkedIn account. Sloan was my maiden name. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.